talking about love letters. Get excited, people. The first thing that I do want to tell you guys about love letters is, yes, this is my guide to love letters, but don't be like, Tina, I'm single on Valentine's Day. Like, I don't have anyone to write a love letter to. That's not what I'm talking about. You can have a lover and write love letters to them, or if you don't have a lover, you can write to your imaginary partner and use the love letter time to manifest them, to call out to them into the world and say, hey, I'm looking for you, where are you? Or here are the things I can't wait to share with you. So you can write to an imaginary lover, whoever that may be, or express your love to a family member, a friend, a teacher, a pet. It could be anyone in your life that you feel like could use some extra love right now. So when I'm talking about love letters, I'm not just talking about like actual lovers. I'm talking about the people that you love in your life. Okay, so this video is going to be split into two parts. The first part is really going to be and then the second piece of the video is going to be about the writing aspect of what you need to know in terms of writing to make a great love letter. While you write, instead of thinking about yourself, try to think about that other person. Think about them as your main audience, right? What do they need to hear, right? Do they need some confidence? Do they need some reassurance? Do they need just some like mushy-gushy loving? Or do they need some poetry? Do they need some beauty, right? Do they need some humor? So think about them and then tailor your kind of letter towards what you think that that person might need to hear. Social media is fast. Letters are slow. Letters are super old school, right? Snail mail. Like I think Victorian era fountain pens. I don't have a fountain pen, by the way. I feel like love letters should be written in fountain pens. So if you have any fountain pen recommendations, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, use the slowness of the letter to your advantage, right? Like what is different about this than a text message, right? It's special. They can hold it, they can fold it, they can touch it, they can put it somewhere special. Use the slowness of the writing to get your point across as the letter goes on. So you might not want to just drop the I love you bomb right away. Kind of maybe say all the other things that you like about them and then kind of work into the I love you. You view this as something that's like a little bit of a tease, like string them along, maybe revealing certain information at certain points strategically throughout the letter. Express some kind of compliment, share something that you love about them, something that excites you, something that you admire about them. You want to make their heart feel like all those glows, all those feels, right? Tell them why you're grateful that they're in your life or the things that you learn from them about being around them all the time. A letter in itself is vulnerable. We don't write letters anymore. It's kind of scary to do it. So establishing openness in yourself and into sharing yourself. So that could mean like sharing a secret, sharing something with them that maybe you've never told them before, making them feel like you are trusting them, like you are bringing them into your world. When I think of letters, I think of distance, right? Like two people separated from like an ocean or something. Express in your words what you wish that you could do with that person, do to that person, where you wish you guys could be. So maybe you could talk about a place that you would go and just describe your dreams. It's a way of dreaming together, so to speak, or letting that other person into your wishes and your hopes and your dreams as you are together. Contrast. So in writing in general, you want to have some kind of contrast, but particularly in love letters, usually which works great is describing like where you are right now versus where you wish you would be, and showing them the difference of how that person in your life or that dream in your life will make you feel this way versus how you feel now. Also like listing, and then at the end like a pop of I love you, or like a short sentence. What you could do is have it something kind of rhyme and then have one thing that does not rhyme, and that really will pop out on the page. That's a great example of contrast. What I find with rhyming is that you can lean into the humor. I think humor in love letters is great. When people think love letters, I think they often think like so serious and it's like heavy, like the dark romantic kind of thing. Whereas I think like poetry, especially like really cheesy rhyme poetry, I think is hilarious, and I think you can even amp that up. So if you're gonna go the humor route, like pump it up. Love is joy, joy is love. So how can you bring joy into someone else's life? And I think humor is a great way to do that. And you can try it through poetry, or you could just try it through telling them a funny story or a joke in your letter. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that was helpful. I hope that like made you feel like inspired to write, to express yourself, and share your love with others. I also want to know, like, if you end up writing a love letter, feel free to send me a picture of it via Twitter or Instagram, or just leave a comment down below with your contact info. I would love to look at your love letters and like read your special beautiful things. You like what you see and you want to see more. If you like what you see, and subscribe.